You ask the real estate questions, well, we've got the answers. Stay tuned. Hi, this is Denise from Vivid Lifestyle Realty, your go-to source for all things real estate and lifestyle in beautiful Corona, California and the surrounding areas. And today we're going to answer some questions for you. So we always get frequently asked questions out in the field when we're working with buyers, sellers, investors, and just in general from other agents. You hear a lot of questions. You know, it's one of the most expensive things that you're going to do in your lifetime. There's a lot of moving parts and a lot of people involved. So that is why we always tell people we're here as a resource, whether you're looking to buy or sell or invest in 2 years today or in the next 5 years. Please, you can always reach out to us and use us as a resource, or if you need vendors or any of those types of things. If you go to our YouTube channel, we have a lot of valuable information on there for buyers, sellers, investors, and it always helps us. It always helps us if you can like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because we really, really want to provide value and educate our clients and potential clients and our viewers, and that really, really helps us give you the things that are going to make you successful in any real estate transactions that you do now or in the future. So we're going to get into some questions that we've asked. I usually stick to one or two so that it's to the point and you guys can get the answers to the questions that you need. And then at the end, keeping it fun, entertaining, interesting, we're going to add in some life hacks to help our clients and ourselves and other viewers just to make life easier sometimes. That's what it's all about, keeping things natural, keeping it easy, simplifying your life. So we're gonna add some fun life hacks at the end of the videos. Try them out, let them know what you think. Trust me, I try them all out. So I wanna make sure that what we're telling you works, and let us know if you know any life hacks that we should be sharing with anyone, and we'd be glad to do that. So we're gonna be talking about some things that go together. Like, people ask, what is a seller's market? You hear that term all the time. Real estate agents will throw out, you know, CMAs, this and that. I'm very clear, very to the point, because I want you to understand what's going on, what's happening, and I don't like to talk in a lot of high level everything so that everybody can be confused. We like to be clear and concise, and I'd rather overdo something so that you're super clear on it, rather than, you know, do something that is underperforming. So we're going to go into what is a seller's market. So you'll hear that term a lot. We are in a seller's market in our general area, in the Corona, California area. And the last 4 years, I mean, can you imagine? It's been March 2020 will be 4 years from when everything shut down from the pandemic. Thank goodness. Like I tell you all the time, I feel 2024 is going to bring so much joy, success, love, so much, maybe a little more normalcy, and just kind of getting back into the better housing market, a better market in general, lower inflation, you know, just having things come down a little bit, which might take a year or two, but knowing everything's going in the right direction. Rates are slated to continuously creep down throughout the year. So I think just having 2024 greet us this, you know, in our lifetimes, this is pretty special, where it is going to be a more normal year than we've had in 4 years. So I am glad. It goes to show you how resilient and how resourceful we are when we all come together. And thank goodness we're on the other side of those things, where you can go on vacation, go on cruises, hug everybody. I'm a hugger. I like to hug everybody, you know, and kids, dogs, my clients. So I think that, you know, I'm really grateful for all of us that things are moving in a positive direction. Sending out virtual hugs to you guys right now. So what is a seller's market? So a seller's market And like I said, I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible, just so you know when you hear the term constantly. We've had a whole bunch of different markets in a very short amount of time, and sometimes it was almost buyer-seller market all rolled into one, which doesn't happen hardly. Many things that happened in the last 4 years don't hardly happen at all. So like I said, getting back to kind of a more normal market is a really good thing. So a seller's market is when you have demand that is very high. There's a lot of buyers out there that want properties, and the inventory is very low. Now, we've had low inventory for a long time. A lot of the states have dropped their, including California, have dropped the ball, and really we're supposed to hit a certain number of all different kinds of housing, and that number has not been hit across the country. So therefore, when we have crazy years like we've had, it really threw inventory into a tornado, and it's so low. So when inventory is low and demand is high, there's a lot of buyers, that is a seller's market. So in a seller's market, you have to be very strategic when you're buying a home, because when you're selling your home, you're like, yeah, cool, we're in a seller's market. And you still have to have strategy and marketing strategy, because people think real estate agents, oh, you just don't. No, there is social media, there's marketing, there's ads, there's talking to the neighborhood, there's having open houses, there's very strategic things that you need to do to make a property shine and really get the best value for the seller. And so sellers markets are a little easier to do that, but you still have to have an agent that is going above and beyond to make sure that things go as planned, and in any market. And we are right now, inventory is very low, demand is very high. Because interest rates went to 8s and they're in the 7s and high 6s, that really threw a lot of sellers, where interest rates went down to 2.5%, and which they should have never gone in the 2s ever, which really caused a lot of problems. But obviously we were in a global pandemic and nobody knew what to do. So you expect that things were gonna kind of come of that. But because of certain things, they were really trying to stop what happened in 2008 to happen again with all the foreclosures. And they've done a very good job with that. And obviously it had negative effects on other things, but definitely it was having, it stopped a lot of that from happening, which is good, because 2008, I mean, just the amount of foreclosures you would see when you looked up and down a block, sometimes whole neighborhoods would just be foreclosed. And that's, you wanted to stop that at all costs, which is amazing. So like I said, the inventory is super low. The demand is high, but because interest rates shot up so quickly, it stopped buyers from buying and it stopped sellers from wanting to sell. Because if you're a seller and you have a 2.5% interest rate, you're going to move and pay more for your house because how inflated everything got, and then you're going to get 8% interest rate or 7% interest rate when you have a 2.5%. They're holding off. Buyers are going to say, hey, I've saved up this much, I could barely afford what's out there because everything's inflated. And when interest rates went up, it pushed everybody into this like frozen tundra. And so buyers didn't want to buy, sellers didn't want to sell. And so now that spring's coming, now that rates are going down, a lot of that is opening up. So sellers are coming, there's more homes coming on the market, which I just did a market update on that as well. And in our general area, more homes, they are selling faster, and they're selling at asking or a little bit above. And sellers are still willing to do things like repairs, and they're working with buyers because interest rates are still high. Now, if you're looking at a seller's market, if you're looking to buy right now and you're able, if you're going to live to pay your mortgage, I never recommend that. Save up some more. But if you are able to buy right now, what's going to happen as things creep down March, April, May, June, as the rates are creeping down, it's going to be more demand, it's more of a seller's market. Sellers are not going to be, homes will sell more quickly, they'll get multiple offers and bidding wars, and you're going to be fighting for each home, and the homes are going to go up, and then you're going to lose out on offers, and that's very frustrating as a buyer. That's why, as well, I really recommend new builds. There's a lot of great new builds coming in the area. If you want any information about that, please call, please reach out, please DM, and we can give you some more. I know a lot of the builders in the general area, and I also know what they're offering. And also, when it becomes more of a seller's market and rates drop, the builders are going to be less willing to do things as well. They always have really good incentives for the first phase usually, but then it kind of dies down. Things go up and the incentives die down. But now they're full on, you know, having a lot of incentives because their homes are sitting on the market longer as well, and they're doing buy downs and a whole bunch of great things right now. So reach out if you're interested in new home builds. If you haven't looked at new home builds and you're really set on resale, please reach out. We can go see some, and it might change your mind. So like I said, the inventory is low, the demand is high, and so until rates creep down a little bit more, it is such a good time to buy because you can marry the house, date the rate, you know. So if you know rates are continuously coming down, and for me, looking at the Federal Reserve, looking at what the Fed's doing, looking at what Fannie Mae says, Freddie Mac says, CoreLogic says, what a lot the chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, everybody's kind of on that same. Everybody was all over the place. They kind of got a little closer. Now everyone's kind of on that. We're going to see rates dropping throughout 2024. So like I said, you can either, if you have the means and you're willing, you can buy now, whether that's through us or from some other trusted advisor. That's absolutely fine, but you can buy now and really reap some of the benefits of getting the home that you want with the seller providing some incentives, or the same thing with new builds and builders providing the incentives right now. Or you can wait till it gets crazy, and you're going to have to fight for what you want, pay more for what you want. And in return, then it's going to be like, well, I should have just bought the house I wanted then I would have gotten into what I wanted for a little bit higher rate than I wanted. But now I'm getting a lower rate, but I'm paying more for the house, and I'm having a bidding war and having a battle over it. And now the seller won't do anything for me. So it really is, you have to look at it kind of strategically and see what works best for you, your finances. And if you don't know, we have amazing lenders. We have amazing people we deal with. If you have lenders, talk to your lenders. That's what they're there for. Talk to your agents. That's what we're here for, to provide value and expertise in the fields that we're in, so that you can feel comfortable with the choices that you make. And you can have somebody that has your back for sure. So that is a seller's market when demand is high and inventory is low, and that's what we're definitely in right now, but we're heading into a really big seller's market as the rates continue to drop. And now, if on the flip side of that, for question 2 that we normally get, what is a buyer's market? So a buyer's market, and we haven't seen quite this in a long time because rates shot up so fast, it didn't give buyers time to really have a buyer's market. But the buyer's market is the complete opposite of that. So when demand is low and inventory is high, so there's so many homes that are on the market, so many sellers, that there's not enough buyers to buy all the properties, then sellers will definitely give more incentives. They might lower the price. They might do more repairs. They're more willing to work with you because otherwise their homes will just sit on the market for 60 days, 90 days instead of a 30 to 45 day run that we're in right now in our general area in Corona, California. So if you have If there's a lot of homes available, a lot of sellers, and there's not enough buyers to fill that's when that becomes a buyer's market. So if we go through the seller's market phase, hopefully back to the normal cycle of things, rates will go down, more homes will become, more sellers will want to sell, more homes will be available on the market, there'll be more inventory, and then you can kind of pick your home, negotiate the price. And that's another thing too, not only having vendors and great lenders and different things like that, but we also have to really be top of the market. We have to be very well aware of what's going on in the market, and very well aware of having that negotiating power. Whether it's with new builds, I can kind of get very positive, very happy, but a little bit relentless when it comes to my clients. I will be calling every day. I will be checking in. I'll bring you crumble cookies, but I'm going to be making sure that if there's any kind of opening, my buyers are going to slide in there. And same thing with the sellers. I'm going to push above and beyond to make sure that they get everything they need. And you have to be realistic sometimes. We're not crystal balls. It's not our money and our house or what we're looking for. It's what you're looking for and your money. So if sellers want to sell for a certain level and they want to sell and sell and sell, and they won't lower the price, and they know it's not anything, the comparables are homes that have sold or that are pending or that are for sale in your general area. What are they going for? What do they have as far as upgrades? What do they consist of? And are you priced in that general range? Because then what happens if you're priced too high, your appraisal may not come in, which will cause a lot of problems and could postpone things or make the deal die completely. Or you're not going to have people at the open house. You're not going to have people coming to look at things. So the market will tell you how you're priced. If people are coming, if people are wanting to tour the home, if people, and they're setting up showings, if people are, really interested and there's multiple offers, then you're doing your job right. If no one's looking and no one wants to see, buyers do their homework before they come out on the market. They're very intelligent to what's going on. They have, hopefully have a great realtor that's by their side, that knows all about the area and knows what they should be paying. If things are priced too high, I will say this in so many videos, they won't even look. It won't even be a consideration. So sellers, please, I know you want the most for your money. California is the most equity rich state. So if you have not sold in a while, you're going to be doing very well. If, of course, depending on if you've had, 97 refinances, and we can't help that, but for the most part there's a lot of equity. And obviously we're going to do a couple videos on this too. The more you stay on the market, you're spending a lot between property taxes, utilities, mortgage, all of that is still going on while you're selling your home. So the more that you have an unrealistic price point or different things that are happening, the longer that you're going to stay on the market. And ultimately, sometimes people find out 3, 6, 8 months down the line, oh, if I would have just taken that first offer 5 months ago, I would have actually had more money in my pocket than I do now. So please, sellers, for your own good, make sure you take all the advisement, all of the comparables in the area, and what things are appraising for, and take that and make the best decision for pricing, so that your home does go quickly and puts the most money in your pocket. But for the buyer's market, again, when demand is low, inventory is high, which we haven't seen in quite some time, and hopefully we'll open some doors this year for that type of market. But that is a buyer's market. When demand is high and inventory is low, that is a seller's market. We hope that helped so much, and kind of just to explain the differences between the two, so you kind of know also what you're getting into as the spring and summer market comes is coming up in 2024. So now we're to the part that you've been waiting for, the life hack. And so we hope this helps you like it has helped us and others. And we're going to get rid of some of that time-consuming chores and different things, and we're going to replace them with simple, kind of more natural things. So we're going to start with wrinkly clothes. Who likes to go into the dry, you take your clothes out of the dryer and you're going to work and that dress shirt is just, oh, so crinkly. No one wants that. So this does not work with like heavier clothes like sweaters or really heavy dress pants, but it does work with lighter business clothes like dress shirts and dresses. So this is a great hack if you know, you're having to put on your Sunday's best. So here we go. You're going to, instead of getting out a big handheld steamer and plugging it in and filling it up with water, or getting out that iron and ironing board and ironing a shirt, you can just throw it in the dryer with a wet or like a damp washcloth or a handful of ice cubes. You're gonna put your dryer, it can be low or medium, for about 10 minutes. And when you take your pants and your shirt out, wrinkle free, baby, wrinkle free. So we like to, so give that a try. Take a dress shirt or some dress pants that are lighter, or a dress, throw it in the dryer, put a handful of ice cubes, do medium for about, low to medium for about 10 minutes, and then take them out and voila. And so there's our first life hack for you. We're going to include these on the end of our frequently asked questions, just to give you something fun to try out and something that might help life be so much easier. And please, if you like this or found this interesting, if you could go to YouTube and like, subscribe, and hit that bell. It helps us out so much so we can provide amazing value to you guys. If there's anything you would like to see, please put them in the comments below. If you have any life hacks you'd like us to add on, we can use your name and we'll add those at the end of our frequently asked questions as well. And we appreciate you guys. Like I said, 2024 should be a more normalizing year. I'm looking forward to it. We wish you all the best for the remainder of the year. And as we're going into spring, what a lovely time it is. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. So have a wonderful day. If you'd like to reach us, you can reach us on Instagram and Facebook at Vivid Lifestyle Realty. You can also go to our website at vividlifestylerealty.com. There's blog posts and property searches you can do and other ways that you can contact us. So please, if you need anything, we're here for you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.